The chapter opens by establishing the world's core rule: magic is exclusive to noble bloodlines. It's presented as an absolute law, immediately creating a divide between the privileged, haves, and the powerless, have-nots. We see a boy who seems to be one of these have-nots, alone and face down, hinting at his struggle against this natural order. We jump into a flashback, showing the protagonist's harsh past. He was a poor street urchin, caught stealing, and now faces the wrath of these men. He's clearly in a desperate situation. The scene turns violent as the men beat the boy. We learn through his thoughts that stealing was likely a regular occurrence for survival, but this time he failed. Facing overwhelming odds, he resigns himself to death, highlighting the grim reality of his childhood. The boy justifies his theft as an act of desperation due to starvation. He explicitly states the theme of the world's injustice, contrasting the lives of orphans like him, constantly near death, with the warm, safe lives of the privileged. The class distinction is reinforced: these are nobles, inherently privileged. The boy feels a deep disconnect, believing they can't comprehend his suffering. As the man prepares to kill him, the boy braces for the end. At the brink of death, something awakens within the boy. A magic circle appears. This directly contradicts the established rule that only nobles have magic. He finds the resolve to fight back, declaring he's done running. He unleashes this unexpected power, forcefully repelling his attackers. This confirms he can use magic, making him an anomaly in this world. The attackers react with fear and confusion. The noble introduces a crucial concept: the cursed bloodline, rare commoners who possess magic. This explains the boy's power but also marks him as something feared and ostracized. Despite his power, the revelation of being from the cursed bloodline brings only fear. He understands this makes him a target, forcing him to run for his life once more, this time from a potentially larger threat. Time passes as the boy remains a fugitive. The montage depicts his continuous struggle for survival, exhausted, injured, and alone, constantly moving. Winter has arrived, and the boy is at his absolute limit. He's freezing, starving, and invisible to the uncaring passers-by. He's close to death. Believing the end has come, the boy starts losing consciousness. Just then, a mysterious figure finds him and speaks, marking a potential turning point. We get our first proper look at the stranger, an older, weathered man who seems unfazed by the snow or the boy's condition. The man shows sharp observation skills, instantly assessing the boy's critical state. He then offers the boy a stark choice, implying he can offer a path away from certain death. The choice is revealed: die here, or survive by becoming a killer under this man's guidance. It's a dark pact, but the only alternative is death. This is a pivotal moment defining the boy's future. Choosing life, no matter the cost, the boy accepts the man's offer. Their pact is sealed. He has chosen the path of the killer to survive. The man casually asks for the boy's name, showing a certain detachment or perhaps testing his will. The boy's observation hints at the man's complex, possibly harsh, personality. With immense effort, the boy manages to say his name, or part of it, ours. The man, seemingly satisfied, accepts ours and takes him in, declaring him his son. This formally begins their relationship and Ars's new life. A time skip. Ars reveals 10 years have passed since that fateful meeting. He credits the old man with saving his life. We're back in the present. The flashback served as an origin story. Now we see the result: Ars is an active pursuer, likely fulfilling the killer role the old man trained him for. Ars reveals his full name and current occupation: a sorcerer operating in the shadows. He's clearly become proficient in both magic and combat, living the life the old man offered. Ars describes his life as an assassin: cold, efficient, and detached. He executes contracts for unknown clients, a direct consequence of the choice he made 10 years ago. His skill is clearly supernatural. We get context for Ars's work. He operates in the corrupt Black City of Parakinos, likely as a member of a secret guild of sorcerers hired to handle the city's underworld problems. We meet Arz's current target, Gregory Scanner, a corrupt noble involved in heinous crimes. He's a designated target for Arz's organization due to his evil deeds and ability to escape legal consequences. The confrontation begins. Scanner isn't just a random target, he's aware of Arz's reputation as the Nighthawk, an assassin known in the underworld. Scanner elaborates on Arz's fearsome reputation. Ironically, Arz dislikes this fame, aspiring to be a truly invisible assassin. He shows humility or perhaps high standards, considering himself inexperienced despite his notoriety. Arz's experience kicks in. The scene feels wrong, a high-value target with no guard seems too easy. He correctly deduces it's an ambush. The trap is sprung. Scanner reveals his hidden guards. Arz, however, anticipated this. Caught in the ambush, Arz prepares to use his magic defensively, specifically focusing on enhancement spells. Arz uses Steel Skin, a defensive spell that likely hardens his body, effortlessly blocking the guards' attacks. Arz quickly neutralizes the guards. Scanner remains unfazed, making a cynical comment about the effectiveness of simple firearms versus magic, perhaps foreshadowing his own tactics or just displaying arrogance. Arz dismisses the failed ambush. Scanner seems surprised by Arz's efficiency but perhaps has another trick up his sleeve, the Dark Hand. Arz efficiently prevents any guard from rejoining the fight. Scanner resorts to a direct gunfight, but Arz is far too skilled. Arz's thoughts reinforce his experience, he's dealt with far worse than this predictable ambush. The fight ends swiftly. Scanner is shocked by Arz's youth. Arz confirms his age without emotion and executes the target, completing his mission. The chapter concludes by reiterating the world's rules and highlighting Arz's unique position as an exception, a member of the cursed bloodline. He is the irregular whose existence challenges the established social and magical order. This sets up the core conflict of the series.